imminent danger. But again, please check your state laws as they vary state to state. And you've got friendly states and you got states where, man, even if you try to prevent yourself from getting stabbed, there's some states where I would be, oh my God, if I shoot them, I'm going to be in trouble. They're going to go after me. I mean, that's what, like New York and some of these states in the Northeast, probably California to a certain extent. I mean, it drives me nuts here. But again, I think there were just basic gun safety issues that I wish that the McCluskeys had followed, and it just looks like that they're kind of newbies, uninformed, and they're not well trained. Even though I empathize with the fact that they were terrorized, they were intimidated. Again. All right, phones are loaded here. Let's grab a bunch of calls. 800-801-8999. Fred will fire this sucker off in Panama City, Florida, in the Panhandle. Fred, you're on Schmidt. Hi.
Hey, Schmidt. Thanks for having me on. For the most part, I do agree with what you have to say about the McCluskeys and their firearms training, which is, unfortunate, and it is going to take a really good defense attorney to establish that they are in definite fear for their life, and depending upon their casting doctrine in the state of Florida, the person does not have to be armed, you just have to be in fear for your life. You also can't be offensively running towards somebody. So them being outside their house is a problem because they're not intriguing, so that's a problem.
Right, and again, you cannot shoot somebody because they're on your driveway or they're on the front lawn. In states with castle doctrines, and listen, Florida's my home state, just like you. And with castle doctrine, an intruder that busts into your home or business, they don't have to be armed, as I think you might have just said. If someone breaks into your actual domicile, into your home, your business, castle doctrine in Florida permits you to protect yourself, and that in most legal cases would be a clean shoot under castle doctrine. But again, just because they're on your front yard, even if they're kicking the crap out of your statuaries, or if they're knocking over your lawn ornaments, you can't whip out an AR-15 and fire a shot at them.
Yes, you're right about that. But but they can be on let's say they were already on their front porch, which they weren't, they just came out. They actually have no duty to retreat if it was in Florida under the state Florida capital doctrine. So, and I follow a lot of cases of what goes on and how it goes on, and there's been cases in Florida, actually here in Panama City, that has happened, and there was an elderly person that someone, was threatening him on his lawn, and he had like some kind of Western revolver, and he shot the guy, and because he was in fear of his life, he was never charged. And they're going to have to really establish.
For our Florida listeners, I would highly recommend, and I believe he's expanded it to other states. Do you have the latest version of the John Guttmacher book by any chance? Are you familiar with that book?
No. What is that book?
Yeah, if you're a Florida resident, I'm going to look it up quickly. I think he's put some other sections for some other states in there. If you're a gun owner in the state of Florida, and hold on, I'm looking this up as we speak. The name of the book is Florida Firearms, Law, Use, and Ownership, and the author is John Guttmacher, Gutmacher. Florida Firearms, Law and Use book. If you're a Florida resident and you're a concealed permit holder, or if you have a gun, you need to have this book and understand the law. And I'm looking here, I just looked this up. The acclaimed resource in Florida for over 20. Florida explains Florida and federal laws of firearms, weapons, and self-defense, as well as a new section covering Alabama, Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. So he has expanded the book, obviously covering the laws of those states as well. But this is a must-have book. Florida Firearms, Law, Use, and Ownership by John Guttmacher. I think he's actually out of Orlando. Fred, thanks for the call. Let's grab Jeremy is next on Schmidt. Hi, Jeremy. Welcome.
Hey, Schmidt. How are you?
Go ahead. Yes, I'm fine.
Just to expand on the previous caller and what you guys talked about, I think everyone agrees that their weapons handling and their awareness and safety is in question. They need some training. And so it didn't do anything good for the Second Amendment or gun rights community movement. But
Yeah,
that's
the
another
optics of
story.
it. Yep.
I think what's important to distinguish here is we're talking about a potential scenario where they might have shot somebody, but I think it's important here to look at what actually happened. And I don't think there's no law being broken by possessing a firearm on your property. And whether they saw it coming and were posted there when they came, or whether they came out, I don't think anyone can argue that this is a great deterrent.
Right. Well, again, it's going to be state by state and what their laws say. You know, could you be charged with brandishing, for instance, again, all states are different with their laws. And, you know, when we get back, I want to take some more phone calls coming up in just a bit, but I also want to talk about the statement from the prosecutor in St. Louis, who is grandstanding and looks like she's trying to make a name for herself. Oh, I'm going to go after the McCluskey husband and wife. So I want to address that coming up in just a bit. Folks, if you want to weigh in, 800-801-8999 gets you in on this.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage.